Binigyan tayo ng NBA ng napakaraming epic basketball matchups, lalo na sa playoffs at siyempre sa NBA Finals. It was always the best versus the best. The Celtics-Lakers rivalry from Bill Russell versus Will Chamberlain, Magic Johnson to Larry Bird, to Kobe versus the Big Three Celtics. Nandoon din yung mga passing of the torch finals. Jordan versus Bad Boy Pistons at Showtime Lakers, LeBron versus the Spurs Dynasty, at marami pang iba. Ngunit may isang NBA Finals na hindi nangyari kailanman. Gustong-gusto to panoorin ng lahat pero hindi talaga natuloy. Kung nangyari man ang finals na to, sigurado akong ito ang isa sa magiging most watched NBA Finals in NBA history. Ito sana ang finals kung saan makakakita ulit tayo ng the best versus the best matchup tulad ng Magic versus Bird o di kaya Russell versus Chamberlain. Ito ang Kobe versus LeBron na NBA Finals. The greatest NBA Finals that never happened. Ngayon sa video na ito ay pag-uusapan natin kung anong season sana nangyari ang Kobe vs LeBron Finals at kung bakit hindi ito nangyari. Kobe Bryant and LeBron James are definitely the two best players noong 2000s. Si Kobe ay may 5 championship in 7 trips to the finals at si LeBron ngayon ay may 4 na championship and counting in 10 trips to the finals. After ng Kobe-Shaq era, kung saan nagkaroon sila ng 3 championship, hindi na ganoon kalakas yung Lakers pero gumagaling pa rin si Kobe having 2 scoring champions in 2006 and 2007. Pero noong 2008 kung saan nag-MVP din si Kobe, nakabalik na ulit siya ng NBA Finals dahil lumakas na ulit ang team niya. Pero they fell short against the freshly formed Big Three Celtics. LeBron James on the other hand was just a beast for the Cleveland Cavaliers. At just 22 years old in his 4th season, ay nabuhat niya ang Cavs to an NBA Finals in 2007 but got swept by an experienced San Antonio Spurs. Noong 2008 ay naging scoring champion na rin siya. And at that year, talagang formado na si Kobe at si LeBron ang top 2 players in the NBA. And arguably yung teams nila, the Lakers and the Cavaliers, are 2 of the top 3 teams in the NBA. Dahil sa dominant regular season performances at playoff experiences ni Kobe at ni LeBron, the 2008-2009 season was definitely the season kung saan posibleng masusubaybayan na natin ang NBA Finals that will feature the best players in the NBA, namely Kobe Bryant and LeBron James. In the 2008-2009 season, Kobe Bryant, coming off an MVP season, led the Lakers with better help from his teammates to the best record in the Western Conference with 65 wins. He averaged 26.8 points, 5.2 rebounds, 4.9 assists, and 1.5 steals per game in all 82 games. Undeniably, mas malakas na yung team mismo at yung chemistry ng Lakers kaya't finals favorite pa rin sila tulad noong 2008. Kobe don't need to do it all dahil solid na rin ang teammates niya with the likes of co-all-star Pau Gasol, si Andrew Bynum, Lamar Odom, Derek Fisher, and Trevor Ariza. LeBron James on the other hand gets his first MVP in the 2008-2009 season, leading the Cavaliers with the best record in the NBA, having 66 wins, LeBron's most wins in the regular season in his entire career. He averaged 28.4 points, 7.6 rebounds, 7.2 assists, 1.7 steals, and 1.1 blocks per game in all 81 games. Tulad ni Kobe, mas lax na si LeBron this season averaging 37.7 minutes per game compared sa previous seasons niya na nag-average siya ng 40 minutes per game. LeBron has decent help in this season with the likes of co-all-star Mo Williams, si Ilagauskas, and Delonte West na nag-average din ng 10 plus points per game. Kita naman na ang LeBron-led Cavaliers at Kobe-led Lakers ang best teams in the 2009 regular season kaya't they are undeniably the favorites to match up in the NBA Finals. Pero alam naman natin na at the end of the day, sa playoffs lumalabas yung tunay na galing ng mga koponan. Dako naman tayo sa 2009 NBA playoffs. The Kobe-led Lakers easily took care of the Utah Jazz in 5 games, Houston Rockets in 7 games, at ang Carmelo Anthony-led Nuggets in 6 games. Kobe was just dominant especially sa scoring, averaging 27.4, 27.4, and 34 points per game respectively in those 3 playoff rounds. At ayun na nga, Kobe Bryant and the Lakers are once again back in the NBA Finals. Sa kabilang dako naman, sa Eastern Conference, the defending champions Boston Celtics, who still won 62 games that season, was still the favorites to be in the NBA Finals dahil sa solid Big 3 nila, pero blessing in disguise para kay LeBron dahil nagkaroon ng knee injury si Kevin Garnett, changing the Eastern Conference favorites to none other than the LeBron-led Cavaliers. It was definitely the year kung saan posibleng makabalik si LeBron sa finals. The LeBron-led Cavaliers was just dominant in the first two rounds, sweeping the Detroit Pistons and the Atlanta Hawks. Unstoppable talaga si LeBron dahil siya nga ay nag-average ng 32 points at 33.8 points per game on these rounds while still playing in an all-around game. The Eastern Conference Finals is now set. The second seed versus the third seed, Cleveland Cavaliers at ang Orlando Magic. LeBron James versus Dwight Howard. Cleveland Cavaliers na may back-to-back sweeps at ang Orlando Magic kung saan tinalo nila ang defending champions na Boston Celtics sa semis in 7 games. As for the Dream Kobe versus LeBron matchup, kailangan na lang talunin nila LeBron ang Magic, pero tingnan natin ang nangyari sa Cleveland versus Orlando Eastern Conference Finals. Game 1. May malaking kalamangan ng Cavs early in the game. LeBron was LeBron, scoring 49 points, which was a career high in a playoff game that time. Pero kulang pa rin ang effort ng Cleveland dahil nag-comeback ang Magic, hitting back-to-back clutch shots headed by Rashard Lewis as they win by 1 point, taking a 1-0 series lead. Game 2. Ang pinaka-exciting na laro sa serye, even more exciting than Game 1. It was the same script as Game 1 early in the game. The Orlando Magic were down as much as 23, pero nakabalik sila sa laro ng fourth quarter. After a series of exchanging baskets, the Turkish Jordan, Hedo Turkoglu, hit a fadeaway jump shot to give the Magic a 2-point lead with 1 second left. Pero here comes the MVP LeBron James. Catch, fire, shot is good. Buzzer beater 3 to tie the series 1-1 heading to Orlando. This is actually LeBron's first playoff buzzer beater in his NBA career. Game 3. Mas kontrolado na ng Orlando ang laro sa umpisa. Contrary sa Games 1 and 2, they have a better start but the Cavs weren't falling behind. Dikit ang laban all throughout, pero Orlando controlled the game with a comfortable playoff lead. LeBron had another spectacular game scoring 41 points, but yet again, kinulang pa rin dahil may sagot ang Magic sa kada basket na ginawa niya. Orlando takes a 2-1 series lead. Game 4, another boxing classic between Orlando and Cleveland. It was a close game all throughout. A lot of exchanging baskets and tie changes. LeBron James with another classic 40-point game scoring 44 points. Late in the fourth quarter, 6 seconds left, Rashard Lewis again hit a clutch turnaround 3 to give them a 2-point lead. LeBron was fouled and hit 2 free throws to force the game into overtime. Sa overtime naman, the well-balanced Orlando went cruising and had a comfortable 6-point lead with 6 seconds to go. Pero hindi pa rin magpapatalo si LeBron dahil sa clutch niya to cut the lead to 1. But yet again, it wasn't enough as the Magic take a commanding 3-1 lead. Game 5. Hindi na pinalampas to ng Cleveland, taking a 20-plus point lead in the first quarter. Pero hindi pa rin dapat sila magpakomportable sa isang resilient Magic team because they cut the lead to 1 heading into halftime. Third quarter was just Cavs Magic all throughout, but LeBron had enough, taking over the game in clutch time by scoring, rebounding, assisting, everything. LeBron had a 37-point triple-double as the Cavs cut the series into a 3-2 lead. Isang panalo na lang sa Cavs sa road and hopefully they can force and win a Game 7. At this point, 2 more wins is all it takes para masaksiyan na natin ang Kobe versus LeBron finals. Pero sa Game 6, it was all Orlando in the first half, having a comfortable 19-point lead. Na-expose na naman ang difference maker sa buong serye, yun ay ang bench. Hindi makascore ang bench ng Cleveland at nakakascore ng bigatin ang bench ng Orlando. Sinubukan pa rin bumawi ng Cleveland, cutting the lead to 11, pero it was the balanced attack and the strong defense again by Orlando extending the lead to a comfortable one. It was all Orlando at this point. Si Lewis, Turkoglu, Petrus, and Alston with double-digit points. And the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Dwight Howard, with 40 big points. Hindi na kinaya nila LeBron mapanalo ang laro at ang serye. LeBron was relatively well defended in this game, scoring only 25 points. Rekta finals na ang Magic kontra Lakers. At doon na nga natin nasaksihan kung bakit hindi nangyari ang finals matchup ni LeBron James at ni Kobe Bryant noong 2009. It was all because of the Dwight Howard-led Orlando Magic na well-rounded sa depensa, bench at 3-point shooting. You can't blame LeBron James on this one as he averaged an amazing 38.5 points, 8.3 rebounds, 8 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.2 blocks all in 44 minutes per game. As for the Lakers Magic 2009 Finals, Kobe and the Lakers easily took care of the Magic. Nilampaso ng Lakers ang Magic 175 in Game 1, with Kobe scoring an easy 40. Game 2 went to overtime but Kobe and Pau took care of the rest with a 101-96 victory. Game 3 went to Orlando's favor with 5 Orlando players scoring 18 and above. Game 4 went to overtime once again, pero nanaig pa rin ang Kobe-led Lakers taking a commanding 3-1 series lead. At sa Game 5, hindi na pinalampas ni Kobe ang serye dahil ang Lakers ay nagwagi convincingly, making it the 4th championship for Kobe and his first ever Finals MVP. Arguably, halos magkasing halimaw yung ginawa ni LeBron at ni Kobe sa playoff series nila kontra Magic. Ang difference, mas experience ang Lakers sa clutch time led by Kobe Bryant at sadyang kulang lang talaga ang nakukuhang performances ni LeBron sa supporting cast niya. For the next seasons naman, a Kobe vs LeBron Finals wasn't really as close as the 2009 season. Sa 2010, healthy na ulit ang Boston Celtics at tinalo nga nila sila LeBron in the Eastern Semis. Kobe Bryant and the Lakers then met the Boston Celtics for the second time in 3 years, and this time, tinalo na nila Kobe ang Boston, giving him his 5th ring and 2nd Finals MVP. Dahil hindi manalo-nalo si LeBron sa Cleveland, umalis na nga ito at pumunta na sa Heat with Wade and Bosh, entering the finals at 2011 to 2014 and finally winning the 2012 and 2013 championship. As for Kobe, it was the end of his era. Tumanda na rin siya, humina na yung mismong team, at hindi na nga sila nag-meet ni LeBron ever sa NBA Finals. Maraming dahilan kung bakit kailanman hindi nangyari ang finals matchup ni LeBron at ni Kobe. Binigyan lang tayo ng regular season at All-Star Game Kobe vs LeBron matchups, pero alam naman natin na iba pa rin pag playoff matchups. At the end of the day, sana ma-realize nating NBA fans na we should not take the best versus the best matchups for granted. I-root natin yung Durant-LeBron matchup, Curry-LeBron, Kawhi-LeBron, Kawhi-Durant at marami pang iba. Maraming salamat sa panonood. Kung natripan mo yung video na ito, huwag kalimutan mag-like and subscribe for more solid basketball content. Comment mo na rin yung basketball takes mo. This is Bente signing off.